Today, we're going to talk about something that might seem a bit technical at first, but is critical for hotels: control of distribution channels. Now, I know you might be thinking, what's the big deal about controlling distribution? But trust me, it's a huge deal when it comes to your revenue, costs, and guest experience. Let's dive in. First up, let's talk about rate control. Every distribution channel, whether it is an OTA, a wholesaler, or even your direct website, wants to have the cheapest rate. And this puts hotels in a really tricky spot. Why? Because when rates get inconsistent across channels, it can lead to all sorts of problems. Some of these issues are caused by errors or technical glitches, but sometimes it's done on purpose by distribution partners trying to undercut each other. Either way, it's a headache if you don't have proper rate controls in place. Without rate control, you're looking at a triple threat: loss of consumer trust. Guests get confused and frustrated when they see different prices for the same hotel on different platforms. Higher cost of sale, you're paying more in commissions while making less on the rooms. Potential legal issues, especially in areas where rate parity agreements are closely regulated, like in the European Union. So consistency is key. Your rate should be like a well-orchestrated symphony, not a chaotic free-for-all. Now, let's talk about a term that sounds a bit technical, and it is ARI. That stands for availability, rates, and inventory. These three things come together to make sure you're offering the right rooms at the right price at the right time. But here's the thing: if your ARI isn't synced properly across all channels, it can lead to rate control issues. For example, if your inventory is showing as sold out on one platform but available on another, you're going to confuse potential guests and probably lose some of those bookings as well. So while you don't need to be an ARI expert, understanding the basics and having the right technology to manage it can make a huge difference in keeping everything running smoothly. Let's shift gears a bit and talk about content. Now, content is more than just pretty pictures and descriptions. It's your hotel's online personality. But here's the challenge: keeping content consistent across all your distribution channels can be a real struggle. Imagine a guest sees beautiful photos of your hotel on one platform, but then they find outdated or poor quality images on another. What do you think happens? They lose trust, and that's the last thing you want. It's not just about looks either. If your descriptions, amenities, or even promotions are mismatched across channels, you could be setting the wrong expectations. For instance, if you showcase your hotel as a luxurious getaway, but in reality it hasn't been updated in years, well, that's just asking for negative reviews. To avoid this, you need a good content management system and a process in place to make sure everything stays consistent. Because when it comes to content, consistency is key as well.